Hey guys, you're back with Juzzie, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can buy parts directly from Suzuki in Japan using the Webike Japan website. You'll see me and hear me talking a lot about this website. I've ordered probably a few $1,000s worth of parts from this particular website. The packaging is very good, the speed of delivery is very good, everything arrives perfect, and the extent they go to make sure that everything's bubble wrapped and there's little airbags inside to make sure everything gets to you in tip-top shape is just amazing. In this video, after I show you this website, I'm going to show you how all of my Triton blue fairings arrived for my Suzuki GSX S750 in perfect condition, just like everything else I've ever ordered through this website. And this is just the website part of the video. So to get through this very quickly, go into Google and type Webike Japan and it will take you to this website. When you go to this website, create an account, and then once you've created an account and put your address in there, the good thing about this site is every time you order something, they give you some points. And then next time you go to order, you can put the points to your next purchase, and it's an incentive to make things a bit cheaper for next time. The really good thing I like about this site is they use EMS Japan. Now I'm in Australia, and pretty much everything that gets shipped to me is as soon as they've got it ready, which usually takes 1 or 2 days, and if it's any greater, it'll tell you on the website. When it gets shipped to you, it just literally takes 3 working days, and then it's at your door. Absolutely amazing. So it'll vary depending on where you are in different countries in the world, but EMS Japan to Australia, and then Australia Post takes over, and things get here really quickly. Alright, so when you create your account, you can save the type of bike you've got simply by clicking on this bike symbol. And this is like your garage. So when you're in your garage, there'll be a plus symbol to say add a bike. And you can see here I've previously added my Honda Rebel and currently my Suzuki GSX S750. So what you'll do is you'll click add my bike, and then in here you put Suzuki, you put 750, and you search down here for GSX S750. Then you just choose your model year number, etc, etc. So in my case, I've got 2022, but because I'm interested in getting the blue, sort of Triton blue color scheme and decals for a 2018 model, you can put 2018 if you want. Now you can search through different sorts of parts on this website. In my case though, I'm going to show you how you can actually get a link to a website from Webike Japan that gives you all of the OEM part numbers for your bike. So in this case, let's just say for argument's sake, I'm going to keep it 2022 and I'm going to go save. So once you hit save, you can see here it adds this bike to your garage. All right. Now when you click on your bike, you'll see here that there is a link to GSX S750. When you click on that link, it brings you to a category showing all the breakdown of parts for the bike. But up here in yellow, it says OEM parts. Now when you click on OEM parts, it then takes you to a page where it says you can search by OEM part number. So you might be wondering, where do I get that part number from? So to save you from having to deal with some dummy at Suzuki at your local dealership, here they've got websites that show the schematics for the entire bike. So I'm going to click on the American one, and it takes me to a new website, and that's the website. When you get to this website, simply click on Suzuki, and in here type in GSX-S750. Alrighty, when you do that, you can see here it comes up with all the year models. Okay, so I'm going to click on 2018, which is the color scheme that I wanted. And as you can see, it brings up all these diagram schematics of the bike for absolutely everything. Motor, wheels, aero, everything, clusters, everything. So the next thing you need to figure out is what is the paint code for your bike. So in this video is about fairings. But if you were looking for a specific part, you'd simply scroll down. If you can't see the image relating to the part of the bike you're after, you'd hit show more, and it just goes on and on and on, and you won't believe it. Now just remember that this particular schematic applies to a 2018, and if you're after a different year model, then you'd select the appropriate year model for you. Now I've got a 2022, and 22 doesn't appear on the site, but 21 does. So obviously that means at the very least that 2021 onwards should be the same, and it pretty much is. All right, so 2018, so say for example, I was looking for the decals that you can get at the top end of the bike near the storage area. Now the thing I didn't know was what was the paint code. So I went into Facebook, so over onto this browser. So if you can imagine, you're on your phone or you're on your computer and you join this group, SUZUKI S750.com. Okay, it's a Facebook group. When you go into that group, hit search, and in there type in paint code. And this post came up, and I clicked on comments, and lo and behold, somebody posted this picture, which is a color code chart for every year model. And as you can see, 2017, and this one goes to 2021. And as you can see here, I've got 2018, and I've got the code is called KEL, but the blue is called YSF. So YSF, as you can see, it's all the way through the years. It was a very, what's the word? It was a very popular color scheme. It's generally speaking called metallic Triton blue, and I really like that. Now you might want to do your bike in red. I was looking at reds for a while, or you might like the white, etc. So YSF is the code I need. So if I go back to this American website, I can see, KEL is the color scheme for blue and black, and they go by this code KEL. So when I click on the KEL, it brings me into the what the spare parts division at your local Suzuki dealership would normally see. And as you can see here on this schematic, there are these things. So this is a decal. If you look at number, it says number 19, and then on this side it says number 21. So the numbers relate down here. So I'm scrolling down all the way down to number 19, and sure enough, they call it tape frame cover right hand blue. So I ordered one of those, and then I ordered one of these ones, which is number 21, and it costs 23 American dollars for that part. Now just remember that's $23, okay? So let's just copy this part number. So highlight that and go copy. And then now let's go back to the Webike site, and remember that we're in the OEM parts search screen where we clicked on America, which took us to part stream Montgomeryville. You'll have all these part numbers down here, and then there'll be a description, but you just won't know exactly what you're after because you need that part number from the schematic. So when we go into here in the search field and you right click and you paste that code in, right, which was from the American site, and I hit search, and then up comes the exact part. And as you can see, it says tape frame cover left hand side blue. And if you have a look at that, it said $23.78 American. All right. Now I've got my site set to Australian, but if you want to know how you change it to your dollar, you go up the top there, you hit American, okay? And there it tells you that in Japan from Suzuki, that part costs $10.38, okay? So the next thing you do is you click into that part. It brings up where you can add it to your cart, and it tells you how much it costs to ship it to America. Now, obviously, to ship just this one little decal, it wouldn't really be worth it, because you can see here, it costs $10 USD, and then it costs $17 to get it shipped. But that shipping is via EMS Japan. So you can choose to have different types of freight, whether it be sea freight, EMS service, etc., etc. So that's entirely at your discretion for how quickly you want to get it. Now, if you want that part, all you do is hit add to cart, and then it appears in your cart there. And you just click away, you go back to your part stream site. You can see I highlighted number 21. I need number 19 as well. So I'm going to copy that, go back to Webike, okay? And I'm just going to go right up the top. I'm going to right click, paste, and then I'm just going to hit search over here. When I hit search, lo and hold, tape frame, cover, right hand side, blue. Okay, so I'm into the website, and I'm going to hit add to cart, and then both of those decals are now in my cart. So that's amazingly easy to do that. So let's just hop out of this now. And we're going to come back to the main schematics page on the Montgomery, I don't know, parts website. And I'm going to scroll down. Okay. So now that I've found those two decals that I want, I'm now scrolling through, and I see the tank cover that I want, because I want the blue tank cover. Okay. So what I did was I went through all of these. I started at this one, I believe it was. So here you've got the schematic for the I like to call it the crown cover. And here you can see it says that the cover is number 15. So when I go to the parts here, I scroll down and I can see 15.1, okay? And it says for YZV, and the next one is 15.2, again for KEL. So remember KEL, and it says it replaces YSF. YSF, as we know, is the Triton Blue. So I need that part. So that part in America, $141.25 American. I copy that part number, I go back to Webike Japan, I right click into the search field, paste that in and go search. And look how much it costs in Japan. Amazing, $61. So obviously this helps out. If you're wanting to do a complete color change like I am, then you can save yourself a whole bunch of money, because the more you buy and you put it into the box, particularly little things like decals and clips and that sort of thing, then the better off you'll be. So that's how I literally go through and order any OEM parts I need for a bike. If you are after aftermarket parts for a bike, then what you can do is on this main screen where you go into your bike garage and then it comes up with Suzuki, you can click on GSX S750, and then you are back at this screen where it had OEM parts in yellow at the top. Here are all the aftermarket parts. So say for example you were wanting to buy something to do with handles and controls, and then you can see it breaks it down and it gives you schematics. So say for example recently I bought some Kojima grips for this bike, so you could click into Kojima grips, into grips, and it shows you all the grips which are available for the GSX S750. Some of these grips will fit other bikes, some of them won't. Here is the exact one I bought. It costs $10.56 American. And then you can see here's an aftermarket part. It gives you some selections, so if you want to choose soft or hard, so I chose the soft ones, and then I added them to my cart. So that is the very brief rundown of how you actually find OEM parts plus aftermarket parts for your Suzuki GSX S750 or any other bike. Any bike that's made in Japan, you can get parts here. You can cut out the middleman. You can find a bulk set of parts, get them all delivered to you just like I have on this bike and my last bike, and save yourself a ton. I'm now going to cut to the video where my parts arrived to me in Australia, and you can have a look at the quality of the parts in the packaging as I received it. So it's got They're really nice angles. So as you can see, genuine Suzuki part. Okay, there's the part number. Here's some sort of decal they have when they ship it out, but it is a genuine Suzuki part. It is wrapped in the factory plastic, and it's got foam on the inside. And wow, that blue really pops. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you that have got a blue Suzuki already, and you're going, wow, big deal. But personally, and I hope this doesn't offend you if you've got this bike, I really dislike the yellow stickers that they put with the factory color scheme. And look at that blue. That blue really pops. So this is called, my understanding is it's called Triton Blue. And I've even bought the little tabs that go on the inner side, even though I've got it on my factory part. But this blue is simply amazing. And so, yeah, all I needed to do was just swap out the grey parts on my bike for blue. And yeah, so the one part that I did not get from Webike Japan is the actual headlight fairing. So I did end up deciding to buy that as a non-genuine item, only because I wasn't quite sure if I would actually keep the black, because I've got carbon fiber surrounds. As you can imagine, apart from Suzuki, perfect, absolutely perfect, not a scratch on it. Perfect fitment, as you can imagine. It's from the manufacturer. It's got the genuine markings that you would exactly see, especially with the calendar date of when it was made. Yeah, so that's really good. So that was just one box by itself. So we shall place that aside. And now let's have a look at box number 2. Again, the box is undamaged on the outside. I've never had a box even remotely damaged on the outside. It's just crazy. So again, airbags all over. So what I'll probably do is just take out every single part that I've bought here. So I've got the fangs that you'd see hanging down, the arrow on the side. Okay, so we've got the statement showing the breakdown of parts. I won't show that exactly right now. Alright, so let's break open, because the main thing I'm really interested to see is the decals, because everybody's seen the blue parts, but I've seen lots of posts of people online saying go to this dodgy aftermarket sticker place, it won't be 100% as factory, and you will be well and truly surprised how much it costs to buy the decals. Ridiculous. Under 20 bucks. But I'll have a link to every single part that I bought, as I always do, in the video description, and you will see for yourself how much it costs to get sent to you. Okay, so I've got lots of little things in here. So in this box I've got the little Suzuki badge that goes on that front crown. I've also got the genuine rubber, what's the word? Softeners that are used to stop any rattling. Another one. Okay, so here are all the little plastic clips that I bought. I think they're about 30 something cents each. It was crazy. Also got a fastening tape as well, the factory fastening tape. So all these things were like as small as, like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 Australian dollars each. It was ridiculously cheap. Okay, so here's another genuine part. This looks like it is the right side fang, for better lack of a word. The factory sticker says made in Japan. So here is the sort of brown. Interesting, they use a brown decal fastener. Look how well wrapped that is. Okay, again, Triton blue, factory, doesn't come with the clips, so I've bought the clips as you saw just a moment ago. Yeah, ABS plus the calendar date that it was made, so factory genuine part. This video is going to go for a while, so I would say I may even split this into a couple of videos. I think it'll just take too long. Okay, so here's the left side. As you can see, it's perfect from factory, no damage, no scratches. The blue is just amazing. Absolutely love this blue. Okay, so in here I've got a flat piece and it's got some cardboard backing. So this looks like it's the decals that I think a lot of people are very interested in. So if you are wanting to do a color change, but you thought, oh, I can get the color, or you want to send it to a paint job place locally, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Same price as buying this, but you then have to worry about how good is the paint job, and why wouldn't you just buy the complete factory aero for the same price? Because if you have an accident one day, then you've at least got all of your factory aero sitting in storage at home. So you know, it's like you're not missing out on anything. So look at all these factory aero stickers. So these are the ones that go on the back. I believe this is one that goes on the back beside the seat. There's the one for, sorry, I'll get this the right orientation. So 68135 is one side, 68145 is the other. So that's for both sides of the rear fairing. What do we got here? Another decal in here. So I've got two here. I've got a feeling that these are the GSX S750 decals, but we'll open it up. So I know that you guys would love to see this, because you are Suzuki fans at heart, just like I am. Everything is just so intricately wrapped. You pay to have this sort of fancy packaging and everything. It's just crazy. And you know what? When I say you pay, you actually don't pay. It's not even expensive, because you buy something from AliExpress because people just don't know how to find it, and it was so easy to find. Like, honestly, I thought I'm gonna have to put a video up. Check that out. There is the factory GSX S750 decal, and that looks amazing. So I've got two of those. So there is actually a different part number for this, because the decal does slightly curve to match the left and right side fairing. Okay, so we've got two of those. I won't open up the other one because you know it's exactly the same, but it's just got a slight bend in it. All right. Bubble wrap. Probably would say that the thing that's sort of worrying about all this packaging that comes out of Japan is that where does it end up going? So make sure if you are buying this sort of stuff, you pop it in your recycle bin, because that's where it's all going to be going for me. So what do we got this time? Just going to be super careful with this decal. Okay, yep, So these are the genuine grey Suzuki decals that go onto the lower belly pan. So, you know, underneath your exhaust, you've got the two lowest side pieces for your aero. So that's the genuine grey. So I just wanted to make sure it was 100% like factory, rather than just going and getting like an eBay sticker. And I can't remember, I think they were like $16. So there's two of those. Okay, so I think this will be the two last pieces. I don't think I actually ordered anything else. So that leaves what I believe is the two factory lower belly pan aero pieces. So again, comes fully bubble wrapped, and that's a Webike Japan thing. That's not a Suzuki thing. Okay, interestingly, I've just noted, and I didn't have to buy those Suzuki decals, but I may use them again. I can see that this lower belly fairing sides actually have the Suzuki decal on it. I did not actually know that. In any case, it was only $16. Check it out. Okay, so super nice. So this is the right side fairing. Just having a look. Yep, so it's a Suzuki decal over the gloss, over the clear. So it's been painted blue from factory. Again, genuine ABS plastic with the calendar date that it was made. Let's just check this out, because this was a 2018 model. I'm seeing 18, so it's got 16, 17, 18, and then going across it says October. So this part, it looks like it was made in 2018 in October, and I don't know if that's genuinely the case or not, or if it means it's for that model, I don't know, when the bike came out. But even so, it's been wrapped away, if that's the case, and it's perfect. Not even, you can't smell any dust on it, like it's literally like it just got made yesterday. Unreal. Okay. So this is the last part that came in the boxes, and this is the opposite side. Okay, so here is the left side lower belly fairing. Again, perfect condition, not one bit of damage on it. Obviously from factory they hold it here somehow and then they paint it. So this is so nice. I've been waiting for this for the entire time that I have been building the bike. I wanted to get the bike to a acceptable standard to me and be able to then look at the color change as one of the last things. Now I did actually buy, so what this means is that when you put this blue fairing onto my sparkle grey or sparkle black bike 2022, it does just make it like the equivalent that was sold in Australia in 2022-23, I believe. The main difference though is that I've got the blue wheels to go with the blue paintwork. Now I don't mind it when people put blue stickers onto the black wheels. The black wheels looks perfectly good. I really like that, and in fact that is the way that the 2018 model came out from factory. But what I've done, and it hasn't arrived yet, hasn't even shipped yet, I've actually bought a set of black decals to go around the blue wheels so that it's got some black in it. At the moment I've just got some extra decals around the wheels at the moment, but they are in white to get some real pop. But yeah, so the video is going to be coming up with me doing the install of this very soon. In fact, I would say it may even be tomorrow / the weekend. But these are all the parts that I bought. So in the description box below, I'm going to have a full breakdown of every part that I've ordered here. And this is going to get you by, so that you, if you are considering a color change, and mind you, you don't have to go blue. you can go to the alternative website that has the full part schematic, pop in the year model you want. So if there's a lot of you guys that like the red color scheme, there were a couple of schemes of red. It came with black. I think there was 2 reds that came with a black, and there was 1 red, white, and black altogether. And yes, it is a dark red, which is super nice. But I believe in that year, I don't think it actually came with a red headlight. I think it came with a black one. So in any case, I also think that the lower fairing sort of made it a bit complicated as well. So that's why I've gone with the blue. The blue is so good. It's a blue that has been with Suzuki for almost, I think, the entire builds that Suzuki made the bike. But yeah, this is by far the best. I've had big packages come like this from Webike Japan before for my Honda Rebel, but they were for smaller parts, whereas all this Aero, I was a little bit concerned about it not arriving 100%, but as you can see, it's all 100%. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. One of my very next videos will be of the color change. So I might even do a time lapse showing how I install everything on the bike. But I do have some parts breakdown on my channel already, except for the lower belly fairing sides coming off. But yeah, what do you think about this, guys? I'm excited to see it. Hope you are too. And I'll catch you next time.